Hey guys, it's me Zane. I am back. Yeah, I wanted to make an orchid blooming video, but guess what? I didn't do that. So I'm doing it right now in the middle of the season. I should have done it at the end of like autumn. So at first, let's talk about the Phalaenopsis noidea hybrid, which I quite like. It's a weird Phalaenopsis hybrid. It's weird like me, so you know, we should stick together. I like this orchid because it looks like a summer blooming species, but it flowers after the summer. Finally, I figured out how to care for this orchid, so it regularly blooms reliably in every season, every year. It has these yellow flowers with these burgundy colored spots or dots or whatever. It looks really wild, which I like. There is like no fragrance, which I do not like. Since it's a summer blooming species, there is a higher possibility for it to be fragrant. Well, is it fragrant? Not really. Do I care? Yes, but still I will keep this orchid, I will love this orchid, and if I'm really bored of it, maybe I will sell it. The next one is something that is like blooming every single time it has the opportunity to bloom. The Vanda Princess Mikasa white variety or whatever it is. Well, you know, it's a Vanda, but it's a hybrid made for the home. So since it's a Vanda, it loves warm weather, it loves summers, it loves even hot weather, and I'm like here with my 4 seasons and with my cold winters and this orchid is just blooming for me no matter what. Like, it was summer in every season. Right now it's blooming with these tiny winter blooms, but also it bloomed for me the autumn time, and right now you can see the autumn blooms, and after the winter is over you will be able to see the winter blooms as well. I like how the buds are just really tiny when they are just starting to open up, and they open up and they're still tiny, and after like a few days or a week or so, the flowers are actually matured enough to show their true size. They are rather like medium sized for a Vanda. It's just like the middle ground of Vandas. There is no fragrance. I don't miss the fragrance because it's reliably blooming for me like in every season. Now, I'm really confused because here in my notes I have the Vanda Sanderiana, which I bought, it bloomed for a long time and then it wilted away and that's it. And it didn't rebloom. It seems that I had this Vanda Sanderiana in bloom in the autumn time as well. Not sure why. I will use the footage and I will believe my notes because I regularly took notes what bloomed when and stuff. But I'm not gonna blab a lot about the Vanda Sanderiana right now because, you know, I love it so much that I bought it, even though I have it, possibly. I made a separate video for it, so I'm not gonna blab about it. I'm just gonna tell you that I love this orchid, I love the blooms, I love the color palette of the blooms, I love the shape, I love basically everything, and I love that it's a Vanda because I love Vandas, so you know. That's my eternal love for this orchid. Next orchid. Okay, that is a questionable decision, but I had in bloom, let's say, my Dendrobium Phalaenopsis noidea. I say it in every video, and soon I will say in every video that I say it in every video, but I bought this Vanda for the bulbs because it were thick. It were not like any like other regular like Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. It's Dendrobium Phalaenopsis with thick pseudobulbs, and I mean it. It was kind of in a shock. It's like not in the best shape. The new pseudobulbs aren't as big as the big original matured pseudobulb, but that's okay for me because it reblooms with a lot of spikes. It has the will to bloom. The will to bloom on this orchid is just so strong that I cannot believe. What is that star thing on the screen of my camera? What is that? What does that mean? What are you doing there? I'm not sure. Whatever. I hope it's whatever, but I'm not sure about that. So this Dendrobium Phalaenopsis has these white and pink flowers. The flowers are, let's say, medium sized. I would say that it blooms with a lot of blooms, like a lot of blooms and a lot of spikes. Always when it blooms there is a possibility for some bud blast. Well, basically it's a thing that can happen to a lot of orchids, mainly to Phalaenopsis orchids, if the buds which are just growing receive too much of a shock. they will wilt and drop without opening, and that can easily happen with this one, as I like experienced it. Not sure why. Maybe there is a cultural problem with it, but I don't think so, but maybe it is. I don't think so. Now the next orchid, which was in bloom this autumn, I have to consult my notes. Tolumnia Golden Sunset. If you remember, I bought 3 Tolumnias because I wanted Tolumnias, so I bought 3 of them. Why not? A yellow one, a pink one, and a white one. Now the yellow one rebloomed right now. Well, it was blooming with only one single flower last year, which like I was happy about it because it was a flower, but it was definitely not the best blooming. I cared my heart out for this orchid and I expected more flowers. Well, it bloomed with like 2 flowers, so that's great. I'm just talking here about my plants, and right now I realize that maybe, just maybe, it's mental illness in it. I realize that maybe I might not have footage for some of the orchids which I'm talking about right now, which is not good. Kalia Peach Sun, one of my favorite Kalias. White, medium-sized Kalia blooms with pinkish pattern. Like the pattern is something that I've never seen on a Kalia, so I really like it. The LECO stands for limited edition curly and orchidean, I think. I totally love it because of the limited edition aspect, so maybe we can call it a rare plant. Also, I have some tea. Okay, quick side note, I realized that the YouTube plant community is like getting really drama-y, so don't do that, like, you know, plantikitis project and stuff. Wanda Hiroshima choice. Now, I was so happy for this orchid, my Wanda Hiroshima choice. I made a separate video for this orchid, but then I decided kind of to not post videos for a time. Now we're here, and I won't post that video like basically ever, but my Wanda Hiroshima choice bloomed. It's a really tiny Wanda. Okay, it's not like Neophoenicia tiny, but it's tiny. I bought it because of the really cool pattern. I love the color palette and this color scheme of the orchids. I mean the flowers on the orchid. I bought it because of that, and it did not bloom for me for like years, and I was like, oh no, why? Why are you doing this to me? And I really hope that it will bloom like more in the future. Okay, so the next orchid and the last orchid which I'm gonna talk about in this video is my Kalia Princess Jackie. I made a separate video for it because I love it. The fragrance of this orchid is the ultimate summer orchid fragrance for me. It's like hand creamy and peony-y, but also a little bit citrusy. I really like it. I really like it. So that is the last orchid which I wanted to talk about in this video. But let's start the second half of this video, which means I'm gonna finally make my 10k subscriber celebration giveaway stuff. Here we are doing the giveaway finally.
10k subscriber giveaway.
I managed to do it for 2 regions, for Europe and for the US. If you are outside of these places, well, I'm sorry, and I'm really grateful that you are my subscriber. Okay, so the official rules. I will make this giveaway on 2 platforms, not only one, bitch. You know, for the YouTube part of this giveaway, I have 2 prices. I have one Europe price and then I have one US price. For Europe, I have a price from Curlin Orchidean, a €15 voucher, which is really great. You know, Curlin Orchidean is a really great nursery here in Europe. I love their things, so that's really great. Now, the US part of this giveaway is from Sunset Valley Orchids. Yay! Another really great nursery. I really wanted to order from them, but I cannot because I'm from Europe. They are giving away 3 Kalia orchids, which is again really great. If you are curious about their websites, you can find the links down in the description box below this video. Check them out because they are really great. Now, if you want to participate and if you want to win these prizes, all you have to do is leave a comment down in my Know It All section, aka comment section. Basically, you have to leave a comment that, hey Zane, I wanna win, so count me in. By the way, my location is Europe. or US, but you really have to provide your location, otherwise, otherwise you won't be in the giveaway. Also, you will have to be subscribed to my channel. Now, the other part of this giveaway is on my Instagram account, at zanes.wildflora. And on my Instagram account, I will do this giveaway as the following. So you can again win 2 prizes, 1 European prize and 1 US prize. The European prize is from Kalia Orchid, which is again a really great nursery, by the way. I have my Dendrobium Oriental Smile Fantasy from them. Oh my god, this is my 2nd year anniversary with that orchid because I bought it like 2 years ago. I have 1 prize from them, and the other prize, the US prize, is from Moats Orchids. A really great nursery again. Oh, I just realized that I have an orchid from Moats, which is weird because they are a US nursery, but once they made it to the Dresden Orchid Show, and I was like so hyped that is unbelievable. But with this Moats Orchids, also I want to mention the Tamiyami Orchid Festival. It's like this weekend. It's from the 17th to 19th January. Well, the biggest orchid show in the US, and it's gonna be great with 19 vendors. And the websites for these orchid nurseries, again, you can find a link to their websites in the description box, but also I will provide information on my Instagram account, and you have to leave a comment on my Instagram account, but you will get all the information there on my Instagram account with the giveaway post. Yeah, I'm back with this giveaway, and it's great, and hopefully I'm back for a long time. Maybe I'm not, we'll see about that. Also, I want to mention that this orchid this orchid here is going to be in the next Orchids in Bloom video, because it's already the next season. So yeah, see you next time. Bye guys.